A very good evening to you and welcome to our milestone 30th episode of Mock the Week. And as you can see from the bumper there, it's all about security. But before we get there, let's talk about this guy who absolutely looks nothing like me. News anchors around the world have a tough job. They have to get everything right. People's names, places, words that are not even in their first languages. It's a tough job which, if one fails, they become fodder for some very unflattering criticism. Take this anchor for instance, talking about the late Homa Bay Senator Otieno Kajwang.
Tended prayers in final respect for the late Senator Otieno Kajwang.
Wait, isn't Atieno in Luo a feminine name? I'm not sure what this guy had smoked on that day, but I think it's the same quality as what this famous orator here had used when he decided to talk to the press.
The internationalization. Okay.
President Uhuru Kenyatta was off to Abu Dhabi to watch Lewis Hamilton win the Formula One title in style, and as usual take selfies with strange people, and he even took time to do a victory dance for the British driver.
Al-Qaeda, Al-Qaeda, hey, Al-Qaeda. See you, baby!
He then made his grand return with the announcement that, just like God, the government would only be securing those who secure themselves. But Mr. President, what about the most vulnerable, like children?
Are the police in your home when your uncles are raping the 3-year-old child?
First of all, when the president said that, he sounded more clueless than a bunch of Russian men dancing to Kanungo Eteko.
Kanungo, 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 Kanungo Eteko. Kanungo Eteko. Kogura Eteko.
My favorite part of that video is the guy rolling on the ground. More seriously though, let's not be quick to judge the president for saying you should have known your uncle will rape your daughter. There has to be a logical explanation. Maybe what he meant was, did you refuse to buy the police some ice cream and they would have protected your child? Which, if you think about it, by the way, would make him right.
Wewe ambao uliwacha mtoto na huyo, mulimuacha akifanya nini?
So let me get this straight so that everybody is on the same page, right? According to this guy, it is the parents' fault for leaving their child with the uncle, right? But you know what? I agree with him. I mean, the uncle had a clear label on his forehead reading, "I will rape your daughter."
What are you doing?
Who, me? What am I doing? Well, now that you asked, let me see. Well, I'm sure you'll be very interested in this actually. There's this thing I do every other time I buy something or I get paid. Like however, don't know whether you do it. It's called paying taxes. And you, as the government, should use those taxes to, I don't know, make sure I'm safe. But as it turns out, that is now being used to go watch grown men racing with small shipless cars. The president's call for people to take the front line in making sure they are safe,
Rather than doing something,
was taken rather seriously by this woman in Nyeri. From the story, apparently this man was trying to strip this woman in public, and she responded by stripping him of his dignity. And that brings us to my next issue. Since the president keeps saying,
ulinzi unaanza na mimi.
What exactly does that mean? And for this we have created a hopefully recurrent segment, Check Please, with Jerry Mushura.
Thank you very much, Wilson. This is certainly Check Please. And tonight I'm joined by Douglas Githua, a certified walking and running security expert. Mr. Githua, the president does not seem to understand how a child who has a parent can get raped by the uncle. Just tell us, Mr. Githua, how do parents, and more importantly children, ensure that they do not get raped?
First, don't give birth. Just don't have any children. If you do, make sure she doesn't have any uncles anywhere, near or far. In the event that she has uncles, related or not, make sure to get an anti-rape kit for her. For instance, you could take her for screaming lessons and then get her a whistle. Now, if you are a child who has uncles, say no to rape. It's very important to say no. Just no.
Thanks. But what does the government mean when it says security starts with me?
It basically means you are on your own. So you have 4 options. 1, move countries. 2, if you see a terrorist, run and tell the nearest policeman, regardless how far he or she is, just run. 3, if somebody is shooting at you, move. Because if you move, you won't get shot, right? And make sure you run, just get out of their way. And finally, if you see a terrorist, tell them to stop terrorizing Kenyans. You can also take out your camera phone and take their picture. The 2 of you can take a selfie, just like the president has shown us, then run.
Thank you very much, Mr. Gidua. Basically, the moral of the story is this. If you do not do the things we have recommended here, tonight the government has a very simple message for you. Back to you, Wilson.
Well, thank you very much, Jerry. Now I know what to do with myself. But here's the thing. Let's all cut the government slack, shall we? I mean, the president and his men say they have done what they should have done. Now, that being said, the president and his government deserve a kudos for a job well done. Nobody has died from terrorism or insecurity in this country.
But Wilson, 28 people were killed in Mandera on Sunday.
But not 1,000, right?
No, there were 28.
Not 1,000, which means it is a job well done. Stay safe and remember what we just said. Do not let your child get raped. And you know what that means?
What?
That since the government has done such a good job on security, they deserve a standing ovation.
Oh, yes, they
all right?
do.
Job well done.
Good
Very
job.
good. Very good. Thank you very
I
much.
feel very safe.
Me too. I feel absolutely safe.
Yes.
Remember, stay safe. Job well done. Kudos. Fungua. Fungua. Funga. Fungua.